Hello students of HS second year. Today we are going to discuss one of the most important topic from unit number 2. In fact, in this video we are going to discuss the main topics out of the unit number 2. So business studies HS second year. So main focus of this particular topic is the principles of management. So the topic name is principles of management. So in this particular topic there are various questions are important, but mostly if you ask me that what are the two most or what are the most important questions out of this particular unit, I am going to say that two most important questions that is going to be cited from this unit in previous year also. That is, one is Fayol's 14 principle of management, and number two is scientific management. So these are the two important topics that are we all need to gone through if we try to prepare ourselves for the final exam. One is Fayol's 14 principle and one is what? Scientific management. So आज जो टॉपिक मैं डिस्कस करूँगा, मैंने और एक वीडियो बनाया हुआ है उसमें इसी टॉपिक के ऊपर में, दैट इज Fayol's 14 प्रिंसिपल. इसमें हर एक टॉपिक को मैं फिर से एक बार एनालिसिस करूँगा तुम लोग के लिए. सो इफ यू gone through with the entire video session, then you can understand what are the 14 principles of Henry Fayol. So at first we are going to discuss the three important principles of Henry Fayol out of the 14 principles. One is division of work. What is the first important principle? That is known as what? Division of work. It means the work need to be divided effectively so that the people who are given the responsibility of performing the work can devote their time, can devote their energy effectively, and hence the work completion can be done within proper time and with minimum amount of work cost. If you do not divide the work among the various employees as per their specialization, then there may be a conflict of interest is come. Suppose I am a specialized person in one particular discipline and I am like to do one particular type of work in an organization, but the manager of the organization is not divide the work properly, and hence I have to do some work which is not my area of interest, and in that case the result would be like this, that the end result may not be good. In that case it is not effective for the organization, and also the result which the organization is aiming to get may not come. So it is always suggestible that you should need to divide the whole work as per the specialization category of the workers who are worked. Then it will not only simplify the performance issue, but it also improves the quality of work. That is very important for an organization. So this is point number one, division of work. Number 2 point is authority and responsibility. Number 2 point is authority and responsibility. So what is authority and responsibility? So you must know, if you are working in an organization, the organization must need to give you some power or authority so that you can perform your job as per your will. If you not get that amount of freedom, in that case what happens, your performance is never come, and this is not good for the organization. So it is always suggestible that in an organization the manager must need to give some sort of authority to its fellow subordinates so that the subordinates can have the authority or control over the work they are given, okay, to perform their own work. So that is very very important for performing an responsibility. So authority and responsibility are two sides of the same coin. You give me some responsibility, but you stuck me in a situation that I am not able to do this thing, I am not able to do that thing. In that case, the performance may not come out. So it is not good for the organization. So it is always suggestible that in an organization, the authority and responsibility should be gone in a parallel way. Okay, so it will give enough freedom for the workers who are working within the organization to perform and deliver their responsibility in an effective way. So this is point number 2 of Fowell's 14 principle. Number 3 is what? Discipline. Number 3 important point is known as what? Discipline. Okay, so the most important criteria that within an organization must be there is known as what? Discipline. In an organization, if you are not, maintain discipline, then the performance of the workers is never come out. There must be some sort of what? Rules and regulations. Those rules and regulations are provide the guidance for the workers to perform their responsibility. So hence, discipline is a very fundamental principle of 14th principle of what? Henry Fowell. This is point number 3. Now come the most important one. Point number 4 is unity of command. Next comes what? Unity of what? Command. So unity of command is also very very important for an organization in a way that the order must be come from only one source. There must not be two, three sources from where the orders have come, instructions have come. That makes the employers, that makes the employees bit confused. If someone A is ordering me to perform one particular work and B is ordering me in a different way. In that case, the problem will be that the performance is never come out. I'm stuck in a confusion mode now. So if I am in a middle of the road, I'm not deciding whom to listen, whom not to, then in that case my performance may not be come out. So it is always justifiable, it is always suggestible that in an organization the order must come from only one source. That is known as what? Unity of command. Okay. The next important is what? The next important point is what? Subordination of individual interest with all of you are requested to take the screenshot of these 4 points. Okay. Another important point that is going to be discussed in this video is what? Point number 6, that is subordination of individual interest with general interest. So now, what is the subordination of the individual interest with general interest? Means, suppose I am working in a company or in an organization or wherever. The organization must have some objective, and that objective should be taken by the workers who are working in an organization as their objective. They need to feel that they serve the performance of the organization in order to achieve something which also their objectives. When you feel yourself as a part of the organization, then only the organization get what? The desired result. If you want to take an organization to a position, then the workers, then the managers, then the various sub-levels workers, sub-levels employees, and need to concentrate on the fact that they are the core part of the organization. This organization is there only. Okay, so you need not to feel that we are separated in a way that is an organization. Today I am maybe in this organization, may I may have to leave this organization and need to join another organization in someday. In that case, the organizations, the performance of the organization is organization's employees are never come out. So it is always believed that the objectives of the organizations need to be taken by the employees as their objective, as their fundamental principle. So if you think this organization as my organization, if you think that this organization's objectives are my objectives, if you think that the profit of this organization is serves my profit, then definitely your performance is come out, and that performance is very vital for the progress of an organization. So that's why this point number 5 is given here. Okay, next point is what? Point number 7 is fair remuneration. Okay. So what do you mean by fair remuneration? So fair remuneration means if an employee working in an organization devote his effort for the growth of an organization, it is your moral responsibility that you should need to felicitate that person with fair remuneration in the form of salary, it may be wage or whatever. So if you pay the workers in an organization as per their contribution, that will really motivate that person to contribute more for the upbringings of that organization. So that is very significant for an organization. So that's why this point number 7 is given here. That is known as what? Fair remuneration. Okay. So then come effective centralization. The centralization and decentralization is a part of the organization. It is a very important part of the organization. The decisions must be taken by the top and it must be carried forward to the lower level, decentralized in a way so that the people who are working under you can understand what you want to say to them. So that is very important. The relation between a top level, relationship with middle level, relationship with lower level is very vital, very significant for the success of any form of organization. So centralization and decentralization is always a very significant point for the success of an organization. This is point number 8. Next comes scalar chain. You take screenshot of these points. Okay, so next point is point number 9. Scalar chain. Now, what do you mean by scalar chain? There must be a system, starting from the top level to the lower middle level, then the lower level is come. So that chain is very important for an organization. The system must be there, authority must be come from top to bottom. So there must be flow. That flow must be maintained within the organization. It should not be like very informal in nature. In that case, now the problem is that the performance of the organization may be hampered. There may be some sort of indisciplined environment come in the organization, which is not very much good for the success of an organization. So, if you want to run an organization, there must be proper system within the organization, and that system is justified by the definition of what? Scalar chain. That the authority must be come from one top to the bottom. The communication, there must be communication flow must be come from a channel. Okay, so that is very essential. You can justify this definition with an example that somebody who are sitting in the top level need to take the decision, then it come to the middle level, execute that decision at the middle level, and then it come to the lower level to perform that decision. So there must be a flow of what chain. That chain is very important for the success of an what organization. That is known as what scalar chain. Then come what order. So order, you can say the order is nothing but a system of definition of what discipline. If there is no order in the organization, there is no principle, no objective, no character of the organization, no there is utter indiscipline within the organization, then the organization is never going to get what it likes to get, okay, or what it aims to get. So in an organization, you must need to believe on the fact that all elements must be placed in a systematic order, so that the organization can achieve its desired objective in an effective way. So that principle is known as what? Order principle. Okay? And then come equity. Equity. Equity means you need to give value to all the people who are associated with the organization in an equal eyes. There must not be any kind of favoritism. There must not be any kind of extra likings or extra favor to somebody, and not considering others' opinion, giving importance to only one particular section of the people. Not like that. That creates division within the organization, and which is not good for the organization at all. So it is always justifiable that there must be one prevailing of sense of equity within the organization. Then come stability of tenure. So, what is stability of tenure? The stability of tenure means you feel confident within the organization when you feel that your job is never going to be lost. That makes you confident and gives you a sense of belief that if I contribute more for the benefit of the organization, then the organization gives me what I deserve to get. So that belief is very important. That the organization is never going to get me out from my job. So that belief is very much significant for the success of an organization. That if an employee working in an organization, he must feel that he is secure. He is in a position that his job is never going to be terminated. That gives him enough confidence. That gives him belief to contribute more for the success of the organization. Okay, you take you need to take the screenshot of these remaining points, and there is only 2 points are left. Okay. And the last 2 points is, one is initiative and one is SPT goals. Now, what is initiative? Initiative means I am the manager of the organization. I must need to take some steps, isn't it? I must not be, like that. Okay, my organization is very young. As far as the other organization is concerned, I am feared to launch or feared to take any decision. That is not good. If you are a manager of the organization, if you are the boss of the organization, you must need to initiate new steps, new progressive ideas, create some new concepts which will build up an image for the organization within your area. So you don't need to think that something wrong may happen. Those are the negative words. Okay, you must need to take initiative. You must need to be fully confident that if I take this decision, that decision must this decision is really take this organization to the upper level. Maybe sometimes wrong, but if you consistently work on this, one day you maybe what get what you deserve. So if you're not able to take decision, if you not take any creative step, then the organization will be in a position, in that position where it is exists for a long period of time and remain in that position. Okay, so you need to think that that it is a time to take some bold decision, and if you think that decision will be very much positive for the well-being of the organization, then take it. You don't need to think about the negative thought. You must need to be confident that confident on yourself. You need to be very much confident about the progress of the organization. So that is known as what? Initially. You must be precise to decide what is what you are want to achieve from the people who are working under you. And if you think that this is my objective, I want to achieve these objectives, and for that purpose I need to introduce some new rules and regulation, do it. You need not to feel you need not to bring negative ideas, conflicts in your mind. Okay, you need to be very much focused what you want to achieve. So that is known as what? Initiative. And the last point is known as what? Esprit corps. You need cooperation. Remember, you never want to achieve, you never able to achieve anything if you not go together. Okay, it is always suggestible that in an organization people are need to work as an unit. There must be a significant amount of what? Association, cooperation, coordination within the organization. If that coordination, that cooperation is missing in the organization may not able to achieve what it wants to achieve. Whatever the manager, whoever the CEO, that is not necessary. The necessary point is that within an organization, we always need to work together, not alone. Okay, it is not I can take the organization to that position. It is we can take the organization from its today's position to the its deserved position. So we need to believe on the fact on we rather than what? I. So this is known as what? As the cross cooperation, association, coordination. Okay, so that is, these are the points which are discussed in this particular session of the video, and hopefully all of you understand all the 14 principles of Henry Fayol, and this is one of the most highlighted question of this year HS second year final exam. I hope all of you like my videos. If you like and continue wants to get this sort of videos, then please subscribe my channel, be with me. I'm hoping that these sort of videos will not only give all of you a way to get success, but also understand each and every concept by its root. This is the aim of this particular channel, nothing else. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, to be with me, subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.